This is week 10 of the French Biointensive Organic Raised Bed Garden. I cut off all of the bad zucchini leaves. When I thinned out the zucchini to put some up front, it disturbed the roots a lot, and so a lot of leaves died. And I have cut off almost all of them. A couple of the plants didn't have enough new growth yet, so I left those ones. But leaf out a little more, then I'll get the rest of the damaged leaves off. The crookneck squash, it never really yellowed, so it was just the black beauty bush zucchini that did. So the onions are coming along. I had to pull out the snow peas because they were done, and I pulled out the loose leaf lettuce because it bolted. So maybe now this one onion that never grows will get some light to it or something. But that lettuce is still there that I tucked in, and that one, and the third one died, so that's okay though. We're kind of lettuced out. The snap peas have started. I had to look up, I've never grown these before, so I had to look up when they're ready for harvest. And it's when you can feel that there is still some room in there, but you can definitely feel the definition of the peas. I think the snap peas will be ready in a few more days. This kale is going to come out soon. I'm going to plant carrots where the kale is and where the lettuce was and where the snow peas were. And then when the snap peas are done, I'm going to plant another crop of carrots. We've been harvesting pretty heavily on the green basil. We're letting the red basil go for now. It needs to get a lot bigger before I really feel comfortable taking leaves off of it. The chive heads are just about done, so they'll turn to seed soon, and then hopefully they'll fill in the rest of the pot. The comfrey has come back in this pot. It's coming back from all 4 roots, and in that pot it's coming back from 3 of the roots, and I'm hoping the 4th one it'll come back from. Parsley's doing a little better since I took the cilantro out of that pot. These things are still suffering, but as I finish harvesting this lettuce, they're going to move into here. The yarrow is getting ready to bloom. I don't remember what color it is, but judging from the buds, it's probably white. So we've got 3 of these lettuces left. 3 of these ones and 4 of these ones. I really want them to get used up because I'm really sick of lettuce. We've been taking off of the sorrel as well. Sorrel we're not sick of at all. The thyme is starting to get to the point where I'm going to harvest a few sprigs and tie them up and dry them. The carrots really took on a lot of growth this week, so I'm real happy about that. I'm going to have to thin some of them. I really hate thinning. I hate it. You know, you nurture these babies from seeds and then you have to pull them out. And it's so hard. Which seems so silly, but it isn't. These lettuces are doing really well. The marjoram, this is golden marjoram, so it's finally turned the right color. And it's growing well. When this gets to be about 6 to 10 inches higher, then I will harvest it and dry it too. And I am not sure if that is a red carrot seed there or not. It looks a little more like Queen Anne's lace, so it might just be a flower that got seeded there by a bird. The calendula are doing really well. I need to start looking into making the salve from this. Yes, George, everybody can hear you. Okay, so all of the tomatoes in this first bed are up to the second rope. This one finally is. I have decided to go with the weaving method because just having them supported between these two ropes, it blocks the sun from the peppers, and I really want the peppers to grow well. So I'm just bring it on this side of this rope, then this side of this rope, and then this side of this rope, and then all the way up. Had to pull off a ton of blossoms. They really want to make tomatoes already, and I really want them to be at least up to this rope before they do. These ones, most of them are up to the third rope actually. Not sure why this bed is doing better than the other bed, other than it gets a little less sun, which, you know, seems counterintuitive when tomatoes like full sun and all that, supposedly. So I don't know. But yeah, these ones are, almost all of them are just touching the third rope when they're upright. So they're doing very well. I'm very happy with them. Fava beans have grown a little bit more. Oh, look, it's a ladybug. Oh, it flew off. Well, hopefully you got to see it a little bit. Oh, blossoms. The fava beans are starting to blossom. These are supposed to go all the way up to the top. I don't know. Let's see. Watermelon is doing really well. The lettuces that I tucked in there are doing really well. The kale's being eaten on, but that's okay because there's plenty of it, and I don't really mind. The anasazi beans are doing well. They're getting a little bit eaten on, but not badly. Not so that I have to worry about it. So all of the green beans are doing very well. Very pleased with them. These are supposed to be bush beans, so I really hope that's what they are. They're starting to put out vines, and I don't know if those are going to be flower heads or if they're just furrowed leaves. I've never actually grown bush beans. I've always grown pole beans in the past. The peppers are still doing good. They'll do even better when the beans are done and out of here. But some of them have blossoms, and some of them have itty bitty fruits starting to form. Yeah. These tomatoes are doing really well. They're coming up on the third ring here. Again, I keep having to pick off the blossoms. Not that I wouldn't love early tomatoes, but I want lots of tomatoes. So this year I want them to get up to here before they start producing tomatoes. I had to harvest almost all of the broccoli. It got really big and it was looking like it was going to bolt. So this one and that one are originals, and this one have side shoots pulling out of them. Once these are done, I am going to plant some more broccoli in here. The celery is doing really, really well. The Bright Lights chard is starting to come back, though it's still really being eaten on a lot. Again, I'm not worried about that because if they're eating the chard, they're focusing less time on the cabbage. Still have a little bit of an aphid problem. I've been using the garlic dish soap solution, but not as much as I should be. I really need to get back to that. Got a couple of kohlrabi in here that look like they need to be harvested. Let's see. On this side, I'm probably gonna have to pull this one. It's not really getting enough light to get any bigger. Same with that one. These ones are still getting some light. We also had to harvest most of the cauliflower, and it actually looks like I need to get out here and harvest these two. That one's going to bolt, so I better get it out too. Then we can leave that one a little bit longer. This is actually cabbage. It was marked as cauliflower. Oh wait, actually no, it's not. It looked like cabbage. It's purple Monarda, or bee balm, is blooming, and it is just beautiful. And the artichokes, look at these. Not supposed to be able to grow these here, but they are. And I don't know. These are Mom's, so I don't know if she's going to try to eat them or if she's just going to let them go. Artichoke flowers are so beautiful when they open. They're like this big, brilliant, purple, frilly sort of flower. And I kind of hope she'll let them go to that because they're just gorgeous. And nobody really likes artichokes. So that is the update for this week.